This is a video I've needed, sorry, this is a video I've needed to do for a long time. And I've been a little bit fearful to this video, but I'm also very relieved. This is the final part of my cleansing and confession and getting things out. So I don't want to speak too soon, because I'm still a work in progress, but I've overcome my social anxiety, and I've pretty much healed the majority of the pain I had with my dad and a lot of my abandonment issues. And it's been really hard because I haven't had any sex for over a year. I've been on a couple of dates, but no sex for years. It's killed me. It's been so difficult. At times it's made me feel lonely. It's gave me depression. It's gave me anxiety. But it's been worth it because I found the truth. I found the truth what I was looking for over 11 years. When I first met Floyd, and I'm so grateful for Floyd for helping me with my confidence with women. When I got into the pickup community, when I became a full-time pickup artist and then a teacher, but the truth was, I wanted to be myself. I wanted to be confident with who I was. I wanted to overcome my social anxiety, and I wanted to find a girlfriend and fall in love. I always wanted that. I wanted that when I first started. I didn't have the courage to admit it. I was too insecure. I was too concerned about what other people would think about me. And there's a couple of beliefs that I had that were completely wrong. It wasn't who I was. The first belief I had was, I thought that I have to be violent to get respect from men in general and people. I thought if I'm going to be myself, people are going to have a lot of insecurities around being bullied, because I got bullied when I was younger. So I have to own up for this, and I'm doing this video again. This is video selfishly for me. I cheated on a lot of women. As a matter of fact, I cheated on all the women I dated, and I hated that about myself, and I was really ashamed. And I had sex with women when I knew it was wrong. I had sex with women that had boyfriends. It didn't feel right. I wasn't worried about what other people thought about me. It didn't feel right. And all my relationships were dishonest. I didn't trust any of the women at the time because I didn't trust myself. And I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with all of my past, all the demons. I couldn't deal with the story of my dad. It was bullying me. And getting into pickup and going out on the street, of course, for the first few years I really enjoyed it. But I didn't realise that I had unconscious issues. I didn't realise in my whole career as a dating coach, I was still suffering with social anxiety disorder. I'd rationalised my behaviours to such a degree, I couldn't even see what was going on. And I actually fell in love with several women along the way, and I pushed all of them away. I was a huge fear of being abandoned, being rejected, which obviously is common when you've undergone abuse when you're younger. And I was searching. It wasn't just about going out and meeting women and having sex. I wasn't honest in my life. I was addicted, I was drinking, I was violent, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but I hit one of my girlfriends, and that's completely out of character. And I also hurt a lot of men growing up as well, and I've been carrying this guilt and shame for many years, along with so much guilt and shame. And I struggled in the bedroom as well. I want all the guys to know this who followed me, and a lot of the guys look up to me. I had a lot of fears in the bedroom with women. Most times I had sex, I had erectile dysfunction, I had a problem getting an erection, and that went back to intimacy issues and what I'd been through with my dad and other things. And to be quite honest, I didn't enjoy being a full-time pickup artist. I wanted a girlfriend. I didn't like cheating, but I was too insecure. I had so much paranoia, and I'm not the same man anymore. But I wanted to impress men. I wanted to impress women. probably at some level wanted to impress my dad and get the approval I never thought I got. So the truth was I wanted to be this person, and I wanted to overcome my social anxiety, and I wanted to confront my demons. I had to take some time to understand what my demons were, because I thought my demons were my dad, and it was a huge part of that, but my demons were me. I was frightened of me. I was frightened of this violent man who didn't trust himself, and I didn't know who I was. I had no idea. I just kept changing, and it took me a long time to admit to this. I did a lot of damage to people, especially women, but of course I damaged myself. I completely damaged myself because of my own insecurities. So I just wanted to share that. I'm not telling people what to do, and I'm not judging or condemning anyone else for what people do, because I think this is a lesson that I had to go through. I really do think this was God's way of showing me what I'd become. And it wasn't just the fact that I went out and I cheated on women, because the women were also cheats as well. And I'm not trying to get out of what I did, because we attract what we are. So I put out dishonesty, I wore a mask, and I got that back. So it wasn't women's fault, it was my fault. But it wasn't my fault the way my dad treated me, but it was my responsibility in how I responded. And I tried for years. I hurt so many men, I beat men up, I knocked men out in clubs. I couldn't deal with what my dad did to me. It was, we already know this in psychology, I just couldn't handle how he treated me. I felt betrayed by my dad, and I felt abandoned by my mum. I didn't realise till I started to get counselling from Jeff, things came up. So a lot of resentment towards, people, and this is a lot of and I hated myself, which is probably going to be a real shock for a lot of the guys who've been following me from when I first started, because I was shocked, because I didn't realise I hated myself. Of course there was always a bit of me I didn't like, but I didn't realise there was so much darkness. But I am sorry for what I did, but at the same time I can't regret what I did, because I wasn't conscious. I was completely asleep to it. I was completely unaware of my behaviours. It only started becoming aware when I started to do further counselling with Jeff, and I had a nervous breakdown and I started to wake up. But I'm also incredibly grateful to the pickup community, to a lot of the guys in it, because it helped me a lot, even though it was the wrong path for me, and I'm not judging anyone who does what they do. And Floyd massively helped me. I've said Floyd a lot of the time, so many times I thank Floyd. But if I didn't meet Floyd, I don't think I'd be the man I am, because he really helped me with my confidence initially. And Floyd always encouraged me to be honest and to get a girlfriend, but I abused it. So it's hard for me to stop this. And it's still been difficult because I've been quite lonely this year, and it's really weird. It's really weird I came from a place of not being good with women and being shy and having problems, and I got very good at meeting women and having sex with them. So to now go through the last 2 years of feeling really amazing, really good, a lot of emotional ups and downs, but feeling lonely. But I'm lonely at the cost of liking who I am, if that makes sense. I really like who I am. It's the first time I can honestly say in my life I actually love myself, and I felt actually physically dirty and sick. I couldn't even say that a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I love who I am. I love the person I've become, and this is thanks to having great mentors. I couldn't have done this without Jeff Thompson, and a lot of my students that have been really supportive of me. And you guys you don't know what you've done for me. I know that I change people's lives, I do a lot of good work, but you've got no idea how much you've supported me with the YouTube channel. I haven't met all of you in person, but it's given me a tremendous amount of strength, because 2 years ago I was in a bad place. I didn't really want to announce this, but I think it's good that I say this, because this gets things out for me, and it will help a lot of men, because a lot of men think that this is the way to be. And I'm not telling you how to live, but for a few times in my life, and I'm not looking for sympathy, I was suicidal 2 years ago. I didn't want to live. I'd had enough. I had a beautiful girlfriend. I was cheating on her. Globally successful. I loved teaching. I enjoyed it, but I couldn't handle it. All my issues from my dad came up. They were obviously coming up to the surface, and I had a nervous breakdown, and all my relationships fell apart. And the last 2 girlfriends that I dated, I really loved them, but I couldn't cope. I wasn't ready for a relationship. I couldn't do it. I couldn't give a woman what she was looking for. I couldn't love a woman fully because I couldn't love myself. So going out and picking up, meeting different women was a way for me to escape my issues with my dad and all the things I did in the past. I've had a really dark past. It was really hard for me, guys, because I got so much praise, and part of me didn't think I deserved it, and I weren't comfortable with it. It was hard. It was hard. People coming up to me on the street, and again, a lot of people would think ideally you'd love that. And of course, I'm very aware of my ego. I've definitely got an ego. There's a part of me that likes that, but I was freaked out by it. And that's not to say that I didn't appreciate it, because I didn't believe it. I didn't believe I was anything special. I didn't feel good enough. It didn't matter having global following. It didn't matter being able to meet women. And a real deeper realization was when I went on a trip with my friend Junior. That was an incredible moment. I don't think Junior realizes how grateful I am. I met Junior, my friend, at one of my seminars. He was following my work for a long time. He was a fan of my work, and this was just a divine meeting, so I didn't know we were going to build a friendship. I was in London one day. He came to a few of my seminars. He was always really, really gracious and grateful for my work. He spoke to me a few times, and I'd seen him one day, and he invited me for a drink, and we got speaking, and he mentioned that he was going on holiday, and I said, can I come? And Junior was shocked, because he said, I can't believe it, Johnny Berba's going to come on holiday with me. I can't believe I'm going on holiday with Johnny Berba. And I said, well, I can't believe I'm going on holiday with Junior. And I didn't tell Junior at the time, but I was going through a really difficult time, and I didn't want any sympathy. And this is someone who was a fan of my work, but he's another person who played a part in really helping me, because I was breaking down. I felt like a hypocrite. I was teaching people confidence, but behind the scenes I was falling apart. So that holiday with Junior was beautiful. I had a great time with him, and it was in Prague when I just got this realization. I still had the urge. I wanted to have sex with attractive women. I'm an addict. I have to admit that. I'm addicted to sex. I'm addicted to female validation. I'm addicted to negativity. So I'm not going to speak too soon. I'm a work in progress, but I am living with integrity. I am a changed man, and I'm still changing. I'm still getting help from Jeff, but I've never felt this good in my life. I'm really proud of myself. That holiday with Junior was brilliant. I got to spend quality time with a man, not in a sexual way. Junior wouldn't mind me saying that. And I didn't have a relationship with men for a long time, other than Floyd. And students was different, because it was more of a working relationship, even though we got on. And I needed that bondship again. I needed to trust and rebuild with men. And it was interesting, because on holiday, and Junior's really sociable. It's weird, because Junior was following my work because he wanted to get guidance from me and improve with women. I think he got a lot out of my videos, which is nice, because he's on his path. But he helped me with my social anxiety, because on a holiday I was suffering complex social anxiety. He took me to a gig, and I was really nervous. I told Junior, and I had an amazing time. So I really conquered a lot of my fears with traveling and meeting new people in different situations. And I was really starting to come away from my identity as being a famous YouTuber and a dating coach. And it took me a lot of courage to lose this identity. I was worried about losing my business, because for a while, when I changed over, business really started to slow down. I expected that. Obviously, I understand a lot of the guys were people, not everyone is going to understand my change, and that's fine. But now business is really starting to pick up. But that's not really the most important thing. The most important thing is I've got honesty in my life. And my true purpose was what my mentor helped me with, is to help men with social anxiety disorder. But to even further than that, to help men that have been through what I've been through. past traumas, and to help them with their confidence in all areas of their social life and help them to build wholesome relationships with women and themselves and their families. So it's all that area. And I'm also helping women, but I'm just going to see where that goes. I don't want to make an indefinite announcement, but the videos are helping women. I've started to get some Skype requests. I mentored one woman on my 6 weeks program, lovely girl, and I've done a bit of mentoring over Skype, so I'm just going to see how that goes. But I'm almost healed. I think I'm 90. I feel it 90% healed. There's just the last bit of course, it's an ongoing healing. We're all healing, but the relief, the pain. I feel I've cleaned. I don't feel ashamed anymore. I don't feel I'm hiding or I'm being dishonest. I'm not. And it's interesting. The last few weeks, as I said, the loneliness has come from having to retire because I've still got those skills, and I don't mean that in an arrogant way. I've still been speaking to women, being sociable, but I haven't been sleeping with them, and it's still there. And I really mean this, being humble, not to be arrogant. I'm more confident with women now than the old Johnny Berba because I'm more comfortable in who I am. And this is what's making it difficult for me at the moment because I'm 33 and I really want to fall in love with a woman, 100%. I want to start a family and get a wife and continue growing my business and helping people all around the world who've been through this crisis, what I went through for years, social anxiety. But I've got to find the right woman. I've got to trust God to put this woman in my company. People have been asking me, where are you going to meet her? I'm really not bothered as long as she's a good person and I love her and she fits my values, and I know it's coming soon. I've said about 1 million prayers because it's not the point. A lot of people don't understand. Well, how could you, I'm asking, how could you be lonely, Johnny? Because you can go out and meet women any time. Yeah, but that's what makes me lonely. It doesn't make it right. It's not who I am. So it's like me saying, I've got the ability to kill a man. I could kill a man with my hands, and sometimes I've got lots of anger from the past, and most of it I've cleared up. I'm not going to go out and do that. So I'm also re-announcing I'm not violent anymore, and I really mean that. I haven't been violent in over 4 years. I haven't had any fights. I know that doesn't sound like the most healthiest thing to say, but believe me, from how I used to be, this is a miracle. I didn't think I'd have the confidence to put my armour down. I'm a man of love. I'm not a violent person, and I'm not a dishonest person, and I'm not going to ever put this type of behaviour on people again. And this is my path. So I've made my peace with God. I've had an incredible amount of support. I didn't think I'd get a second chance, so I don't want to mess up. But I'm still a work in progress, but I love who I am, and I love the job I'm doing. So I just wanted to say thank you personally for all the support. I've had some incredible supporters on the channel, been following me for 5 years, and I can't believe it. When I first started the channel, I never never imagined it would lead to this. I uploaded the videos on YouTube as fun. I didn't even take it seriously. And for me, this is God. I have to thank God because I can't believe from where I started that in what I've achieved. So, and I did enjoy my journey. I did enjoy going out and getting better with women, but in the end, I couldn't do this no more. It's not who I was. I can't cheat people. I can't hurt women. I can't hurt myself. So, monogamous relationship is what I'm looking for, and I'm not being arrogant to say this. I will get it. I've announced that I can't force it, but I'm going to find a girlfriend before Christmas would be nice because it's cold in December, but next year. And I've got plans to write a book. I'm starting a book. I don't know when it's going to be ready. And yeah, I'm going to announce this. It's been a fear. I want to go around to schools, and I want to go into prisons, and I want to share my story with the world. I want to show men and women that honesty and love can heal your pain. Doesn't matter what you've been through, what you've done, you can overcome it. You can overcome this social anxiety disorder, your demons, and you can build your self-confidence and build your whole life back. And I've achieved my dreams so far, and I want to go on and do more. and it's been amazing. It's been amazing staying in this hostel. I was embarrassed at first. I felt ashamed because I was a successful businessman and teacher, and I lived in a posh place, but it was good for me. I needed to be humble, and this may be a lesson for other men that are going through what I've been through. I lost everything. I lost my integrity. I lost my relationship I never really had a great relationship with my family anyway, but any chance of it happening, I ruined it. I lost all my girlfriends, I lost my self-respect, and now I've got my soul back. And I don't plan on making these mistakes again. I'm in a good place and I've got good people around me. So I just want to leave you with my honest final truth. I've been in personal development for 11 years. I've been teaching for 5 years. And even I was confused about what is the truth? What am I looking for? What is the method? The truth is it's about love. What the poet Rumi said, every desire is the desire for the divine. But I think people need to go on their own journey and do whatever it is they need to do to reach that place. I've definitely reached it. But I'm not claiming to be a spiritual enlightened guru, but I am enlightened. And I am a man full of love, and I love people, and I've overcome this demon that was destroying me. And it didn't matter how much money I made, it didn't matter how many people that I transformed when I was being a dating coach, it didn't matter how many women I had sex with, it didn't matter how many phone numbers I got, I couldn't get this pain away because I was running away from it. I needed help, just like other people. I wasn't too proud to admit I needed help, and I'm so grateful I got Jeff's help, because I couldn't have done it without Jeff. It was too difficult, this work. And I don't know what to say, I'm so grateful. And yeah, thank you for the support, and thank you for people that have stuck by me and support me. And thank you as well for the honesty, because the criticism has been good for me as well. And a lot of fear growing up over the years, a lot of sensitivity around being judged and criticised. And I really mean it, it's really helped me to be criticised and put myself out. It's gave me a lot of courage. And the most thing I'm proud of this year is creating my social circle event, and that's a free event that has been life-changing. It's helped me a lot, and it's changing men's lives. And that was an epiphany I had from God, to put on a social event and allow men with social anxiety to come down and not to be lectured, and not to meet me as a guru but as a friend, and just surround themselves and get support. And it's changing their life. And now the group is also becoming a mixed group. Women are welcome to come down, so the journey continues. So yeah, I'm really grateful, and I'm excited about getting into a relationship. I had to prove to myself that I could trust myself. I had to prove that I wouldn't cheat myself, I wouldn't let my mentor down, myself, my family, God, my students. I had to be an example, and I proved it to myself. No pornography, no cheating, living a virtuous life, no alcohol. And I'm certainly not perfect. I do make mistakes. I'm going to bring out one of the mistakes I've made, so there's still room for improvement. I broke my no-fap. I masturbated, which I'm annoyed about, but I'm not going to beat myself up. I haven't watched porn, and that came at just the frustration of not having any sex for a year. And as I said before, like most guys, I've got needs. I'm 33, but there's no excuse. I'm still working on that insecurity. So I've still got insecurities I'm working on, but I feel really good. And I think it's important that men see this, because I think they need to see the proof of how this has changed my life. So honesty and integrity has helped me to confront the biggest fear of my life, which was me and my dad, that relationship, the story of me and my dad. And that's really the last of what I'm cleaning with Jeff, with the work with Jeff. But yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you.